So the Ohio State is in Columbus,
Oh, Ohio
where he
State.
lived.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it says he attended the Ohio State University where he earned a Bachelor's of Science degree in biology, where while double majoring in Spanish, he continued his education at the Ohio State University College of Dentistry, earning his Doctor of Dental Surgery in 2017. So he graduated in 2017. And that's about all it says for his education.
There's someone in the chat that says they live 8 miles from the crime scene.
Oh, wow. Shani.
Kayla says he was her dentist. Very friendly guy. What can you tell us about him?
What can you tell us about
He
the office
served as a
staff?
long-term mentor in the Big Brothers Big Sisters of Central Ohio, maintaining a bond with his little brother from elementary school through college. And that is a person of interest, the person who's walking. On January 5th, the authorities released surveillance footage of a person of interest seen walking in an alley near the home between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. on the night of the murders. The family and community have described the couple as extraordinary people and held private vigils to honor their memory.
Chrissy says, didn't Dana say yesterday to check into the CEO from the last office? Kayla said, currently driving, but he's very nice. I only encountered him a few times. Was the staff also nice? Don't respond though if you're driving, please. Respectfully. Don't want you to crash.
He was her dentist in Ashland, not Athens. So I guess we could maybe get some some document or some description of his employees from Ashland, if that's where she went to the dentist at.
They look like a very happy couple. I highly doubt there was anything going on with other people.
That's what I think.
mean,
You
it
know,
kind
like
of
two small children. Like, who has the oomph to like?
Hey, those are the ones you gotta. Those are the ones you gotta
Yeah,
worry
I was
about the
gonna say
most.
the same thing.
it kind of
Winners.
reminds me of
I don't know,
it
man.
kind of
I just wanted to sleep. Between working full time and taking care of a toddler, shoot, no
kind of
extra
reminds me of
deeds
the
were
Micah
done,
Miller
baby.
case.
Yeah, but we
They were
also,
party people already. They had parties all the time, right?
I
but you
see that, and
also
that's
have,
the thing. Like, it's only. I mean, I don't know who says that. Like, there's nothing that says that on. So that's where I'm wondering, like, who does this come from?
So there's an article in here that says that call with the lady crying came from a party that he was having
Who's
within
the
the
article
home.
from? Sorry, I'm skeptical.
Let me see if I can find it again. Hold on.
I mean, it definitely did sound like she was drinking, whoever it was.
I think it was the ABC station because I read it earlier.
okay. So now let's throw this out here. You got the beautiful couple here, kids, everything. Say they are so happily in love and would never do anything to each other. Okay, but all the people that are surrounding them are jealous of what they have. Just saying.
Also, the brother-in-law
Yeah,
is
but enough to
saying
want
that
to like unalive them. Like, motive would be what's the motive?
There's a lot of things that have happened out there. The motive would be
jealousy.
they want to be in a part of that relationship. So if I'm alive this person, I could be that person for them. And then that person sees what just happened and becomes a witness.
The article that I've also found said that the brother-in-law also says that there was a domestic dispute. 911 call came from a party guest, not the wife.
I had put that in the comments earlier.
A lot of
So
people in
there,
the chat think it's the brother-in-law.
so there might not be infidelity, but jealousy.
Or both.
Or both. Just saying.
It's not infidelity, right? If you accept it, if it's part of your lifestyle.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that goes haywire quickly. It can if you don't communicate appropriately.
Okay.
So I've heard. I have no idea. It's hearsay.
Well, I was still in chat and heard someone say, "I just don't see them doing that." Well, they might not be doing it, but somebody sure is thinking it.
You would be amazed at the people you wouldn't think do.
Yeah. Look at that upside down pineapple. Anyway, I'm dropping down.
Wow, Pappy.
So what do we know about the brother-in-law?
I don't know. Someone in the comments I did see said no one's
A lot of
talked about
people-
the brother-in-law, and that's.
A lot of people are
I
saying
think people really got
all
to
of this
factor in when you have the access to the stuff that doctors have, how dangerous it can really become. We do know what the price of prescription rugs on the street is worth.
Yeah.
Does anybody think that the police will access their phone to see if they can get anything off of that?
What was that? I can't
Definitely.
really hear you.
If anybody will go through, like, do they think the police will go through their phones to see if that will give them any evidence?
100%, I think
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Okay.
The victims?
Yes.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
Especially that it's like a double schmurder with like, yeah.
Anybody know the brother-in-law's name? Oh, I found it. Never mind. Rob.
Rob?
Yeah,
Whose brother-in-law was it? Hers or his?
must be hers because the last names don't match.
Honestly, just to answer that question in the chat there, Tiny Mama, I believe his business became personal based on his accessibility to the street life.
It was his brother-in-law.
Yeah, her brother. Right? Or was it his
No.
brother-in-law from...
It was his sister's husband.
Oh.
Okay.
Someone in chat says that he has the kids now too.
What?
Yeah. Okay, guess where I'm going.
So it would be his sister then would have the kids.
Yes.
Yes,
His
I'm
sis has
assuming.
kids, yeah.
Does she have family?
He would most likely know the code too.
Is she from there?
Right.
What does she do for a living? Is she just stay at home mom?
I'm guessing.
Nope, another character unlocked.
Yep. Gotta love it.
We like characters.
Well, they do play significant roles sometimes.
Unless they got one leg.
Ask him if he wants to come on TikTok.
He was on News
Not a
Nation
big
with
rope.
Ashley, brother had brother-in-law. Okay, let's see. Shoot. I was running too much.
Can we get some people to tap the screen and share the live and give appreciation to K-Snaps for doing this every day, all day, and especially for opening up our panel to all of us and sitting here doing all the searching and everything that we've thrown all the information at her.
I
Thank
think
you.
before you start the next part, there, K snaps. We can make 200,000 right now.
Yeah, I don't think
Tap
you
it
should
up.
play anything else until we get some taps on the screen.
So tap it up.
A little history. It says that Spencer attended school in Mason City School District from high school or kindergarten through graduation in 2007. That's a little bit that I know.
So it must be this one.
Keep tapping, guys. Good job. We're almost there.
Yes, Spencer and Monique Tepe, the Ohio dentist and his wife, a woman or family called Mo. They were found murdered inside their Columbus, Ohio home on December 30th. And as of the recording of this podcast, those killings were a week ago today. And there's been almost no movement from police. No suspects, no clues, really nothing, no updates. And that kind of silence can mean one of two things. It can mean that police are just as stumped as they were on day one, or it can mean they're closing in on the killer. Spencer Tepe was a respected and popular dentist in town. So respected that his mere failure to show up for work on time last Tuesday set off alarm bells with his friends and his colleagues. But soon those friends and colleagues would be devastated with unimaginable news. Spencer and Mo had been found shot to death. They were on an upper floor of their downtown home in Columbus, Ohio. There were no signs of a break-in. They didn't find a murder weapon anywhere in sight, so that's obviously ruling out the murder-suicide, right? No gun means that guy didn't do it. That girl didn't do it. Columbus police had a real puzzle on their hands with this one. Right off the bat, right? This one was like right out of an Agatha Christie novel. I want you to listen to this. This is a police radio clip of the chatter. It's chatter between the responding officers on the morning that Spencer and Mo were found dead.
Caller saying they can hear kids inside. Thought you heard one of them yelling. Now we're getting another call saying there's a body inside. S3, you can copy.
Who's saying there's a body inside?
There's no name yet.
That's 3, I copy. Okay, because I knocked on the front and door and I looked through the windows, but I didn't see anybody.
And this is a double 43?
At least one.
Hey, 41, is there a gun on scene?
I'm trying not to disturb anything. I figure we'll let homicide do it. It looks like from just looking at the bodies, the one male's been shot multiple times. The female, at least maybe one, through the side, through the chest.
Double 43. Did you hear that? The code that they used on the 911 call? Double 43. I don't think you have to be Einstein to know that that's likely the number code they use for homicide, right? Or murder. 43. And a double 43 means two of them. No matter what the code, this is a devastating find. But here's something, and it's weird to say this, but if there were ever a silver lining in a double 43, a double homicide, it's that the Tepe's two small kids, children aged 4 and 1, who were home when a killer murdered their mom and dad in cold blood, those kids were left unharmed. They were crying, but physically they were unharmed. Did they see anything? Did they see the murders happen? Did they see the aftermath Their parents soaked in blood, blood everywhere, shotgun shots. I mean, the mess would have been horrendous. Did the kids see any of that? On my last podcast episode, I talked to the kid's uncle, and if you haven't seen his interview yet, I'll have that episode linked in the description. Definitely check it out.
Did she just say shot, like, long gun shots?
Yes.
That's a lie. I thought it was a 9mm.
I
When
thought
was
that
this
they were
video?
released earlier too.
January 7th. Did they find out after January 7th, maybe? By chance? Well, that would have been 2 days ago. Never mind. That would have been yesterday.
Hey everyone, I'm Ashley Banfield and this is Drop Dead Serious. Happy New Year. It's good to see you. Police in Columbus, Ohio.
Not breathing or anything. Yeah. Is it like how to like
Cameras on the doors. Before it happens. Might be. That we are meeting under these circumstances. Have you learned anything new tonight about who this potential person of interest might be?
No, unfortunately, I know just as much as the next person. I was told by a reporter about 10 minutes before this got posted that it was released by the police department. And, when I first saw it, yeah, I do think, suspicious looking person there. It also very well could be, somebody walking home drunk from a bar. But it's evidence nonetheless that hasn't been released until now, and it's good that they're kind of progressing through this.
And this is right between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m., which is the window they say they believe the shootings happened. Rob, do you or your family members have any idea who might have been capable of doing this? Did your family have any enemies? Did Spencer and Monique have any enemies at all that are known?
Not that I can speak on or know of. I know that they've had this massive community around him that they were just so well liked and admired by everyone. You can see in this picture that's kind of defines them. They were always smiling. They were always laughing. So it's really just unbelievable and shocking to all of us when we found out. I still, a week later, still doesn't feel real. I can't believe I'm here talking about this. So,
I mean, it doesn't make any sense at all. What do you know about the little kids? Spencer and Mo had two little ones. I mean, I think one is 1-year-old, the other one is 4. Do you have any idea what they saw, what they experienced in that home?
We do not. I know, they have met with some people to talk. It sounds like I can't really talk on any evidence, but we've had them with us for the past couple of days. They're with some other relatives at the moment, and they were just as happy and unfortunately unaware as they ever could be. But they're in loving hands, and even more people are coming by their side to make sure that they're taken care of. But yeah, it's just heartbreaking
Rob,
for them.
That's huge what you just said. It sounds to me like they did not see the carnage. This isn't going to be a lifelong memory for them. Were they spared even the visuals of what happened?
As far as I know, I don't think that they were. I don't think that they saw what happened, or at least I want to believe that with my heart. So,
yeah. Or the aftermath. How has the communication been with the police? Have they been updating you? Are they helpful? Are you as in the dark as everyone else?
Personally, I'm I have not been communicating with police, but somebody from the family, is kind of on that role. I just think, we understand that it's a process, and these things they take time. There's a lot of pressure, obviously, but they want to get it done right. And we're grateful for them for the work that they do. It's not easy, and it's sometimes scrutinized very heavily, but we trust their process that they're going to get this right.
I just wanted to tell our audience, Rob, that we were just looking at wedding video, and as I understand it, this was video that you, as a filmmaker, shot and produced. I mean, it's beautiful, and it's just so hard to believe that we're having this conversation, seeing the stunning work that you put together for this beautiful day of theirs. I know I speak for my audience as well when I say I hope that you can get some resolution and some justice in this, and I hope we can stay in touch on this.
Yes, thank you. We all appreciate it. And again, just thank you for the outpouring of love that we've seen. It's been just amazing for the entire family as we're trying to get through this tough time. So thank you.
Well, God bless you. And
I don't think he was weird.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with it.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I mean, he could have right off the bat said like, no, absolutely not. My sister and a brother, or whatever the relation is, would not be tied to anything, dangerous. But besides that, he just said not that he's aware of or whatever. But I mean,
Yeah, I think because you never know, like you'd like to think you know people, but yeah, not that I know of. I wonder why they chose him as a spokesperson. Maybe because he was the one that.
But yet he's not communicating with police. That's kind of a weird. Well, maybe not.
Well, not necessarily, because he's just an in-law. So
that's true.
Yeah,
Very
I think
true.
he's further disconnected from. I mean, he's not as close of a family member, so that could be why he's speaking, because he can hold it together.
Yeah, it looks like he's been on a few different stations with interviews too. I wonder how many people are in his family. And I saw somewhere her last name, maiden name, or at least prior married name.
Have we checked their
And I don't
social
know why it's not.
medias? Did they have social media?
Somebody said he did, but she didn't. If I can recall. Tiny Mama says he stays with them every month. Oh, thank you, Monique. Okay, thanks, Jetter Girl.
I don't know. Guess we're at like a standstill now.
Kinda. They said one of the articles that I read said they have over 6,000 tips.
Tips?
Yeah, that's what I just read. I'll go back and see if I can find it. I'm looking all over. There's all kinds of articles everywhere.
Is there a FB group, I wonder?
5,700 tips, but yeah, I'm sure there's probably I haven't even started Facebook. What did it say? Somebody just, the brother-in-law just said they were like glue. Family member remembers Mason native wife. Oh, okay. Close-knit community of friends and family. So it sounds like they're all pretty close.
It looks like Tiny Mama's wanting to come up to give some insight on the brother-in-law.
Sorry, my moms aren't doing their job.
Hey, Tiny.
Hi guys, how are you?
Hi.
So I just wanted to just kind of explain why my suspicions have gone like more towards him. And feel free to give me your honest opinion. Hey Maz. Um, so so with the brother-in-law, right? He started speaking publicly day one, which when you look at cases like this, it's not uncommon for family members to go public and speak about their loved ones and urge for the public's assistance. It's just some of the verbiage that he used from day one, called it a hit, which was a little odd to say right off the rip when they're not really giving him much information. um, I think so. He also said nothing was out of place, nothing was taken, which could have been information that they gave. Um, I, I'm a little leery to find out. I mean, I know that, there being a huge mess would be a really good indication that there was some kind of robbery involved, but how do you truly know? Nothing was taken. Um, what else?
So
Yes,
did the
he did.
police not
Yeah.
say that? Like didn't the police come out and say that it hasn't been like there's no sign of forced entry, like all of the things that you said the
Well,
police have said.
yeah. So I do believe that the law enforcement did, give him that kind of information, for no forced entry. When you look at cases like this, right, where it seems there's no forced entry, you look at possibilities, and it seems like it would, a lot of us kind of agree. It seems personal, right? Law enforcement tends to look towards the people who are closest to them. Um, and I think that they gave them some information, and he's parroting, right? He's going out into the public and speaking about it, but at the same time saying I can't really speak about it. Um, he's all over Reddit. There's just red flags to me. Their family stayed with them every month, so certainly he would have a code to the house or know the code to the house.
Wait, he's all over Reddit, you said?
He's all over Reddit.
Like
He's
talking
very
about this
active on Reddit.
case?
Yes. Talking about, so what he's saying on Reddit is kind of the same thing. Like, I can't really speak about it, but being here kind of distracts me from the crushing reality, but does not make any sense because the whole discussion is about, the homicides,
Right.
so it's a little odd, that he would turn towards Reddit of all places to distract him, on the case. He kind of boasts himself there. Um, he posted his YouTube video of their wedding, and I think that's where most people grabbed it from. Um, and it was a simple post like, "Hey, if you want to learn more about Spencer, like, here's this video." People started commenting, and he said, "Yeah, it's been really wild to see my views go from 6 to 6,000. When now we've learned that there were many, many views on that video, prior to the unalivings. Now, my question, of course, would go towards who knows about that video being on YouTube other than maybe the attendees. I know that their names have been Googled. I don't know if that video would pop up with the Google search, but that video wasn't like viewed as many times as the days leading up to the unalivings. I don't know Rob's last name. Sorry, I'm not really looking at chat too much. That's a little odd to me because not only does this seem personal, but it seems like whoever is privy to that video, hang on, my girl, whoever's privy to that video watched it over and over the days leading to. And for me, at least, I can only speak on myself, it kind of feels like basking in whatever emotion would have led this person to create this crime or do this crime. And I don't know. It's just another connection to him, I would say.
And then I just found off of that, what you just said, I just found one of the articles that says, I asked him if he thought the Schmurders were personal, and he responded, yes.
Yeah. Well, here's another thing. He also said when he gave everybody the link to the video, he said, I am in journalism. I don't know how he said it, but he's like, here's something you might not know. I'm in journalism and in media. You know, I knew this was going to make national news. He kind of boasts himself.
Yeah, he says he's a filmmaker.
Yeah.
In one article.
Yeah. People asked about the dog. He said the dog.
Ashley Banfield says it. So, yeah, that's.
People asked about the dog. He said the dog is sitting right here next to me. Now, I think it's important to know that he had one of the puppies from either the same litter. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was from the same litter, and their puppy passed away. And he said, yeah, the kids are here. He dropped the GoFundMe and said, if anybody feels inclined to donate. You know, just kind of feels like I've got their kids, I've got their dog.
Here's another interesting thing. This says, he'd hope police will catch the Schmurders soon, believing that the Schmurders were not random. Just as,
yeah, but you guys got to be kind of like, I don't know, maybe you're not, like, if you actually think that, like, this wasn't a hit, if you think that it was random, like, I don't know, I think you guys should reevaluate that because this was definitely targeted and it was a hit.
Right. That's what I said. Like, from the information that we've gathered already, it already seems like it's a hit and it's personal. Like, that's something.
Yeah, like it's 100. Yeah, he's literally, and I'm not, like I said, I get it. I'm not, like, I'm in my truck, so it might sound louder. I'm not trying to yell, but.
No, I agree with that comment too, but I just think it's really random that, I don't know, maybe not. I guess if he's asked it.
The whole, like, I'm a journalism. I don't know. I work with filmmakers all the time. Like, I work with wedding videographers all the time, and there's some weird people. I don't know.
Yeah, and here's my thing. I think we can all kind of agree. I don't think there's many people out there that wouldn't think that this would be a hit. Or along those lines, right? But you know, when you look at the analytics that have been uncovered, there's only one search for his name and one search for her name. I don't know many hitmen that don't have the resources to kind of find a different way other than a Google search to find people. I mean, that's kind of traceable. So maybe it wasn't necessarily someone who was a real professional, but had some really good intel from someone close to them.
And that's exactly what I think it is. Like, I literally think it was either definitely information was given to someone who was willing to do this for a price. Because it's just too clean for me. Like I don't know. I keep going back to how clean I think it is, and there's nothing else that makes sense.
Yeah, I
Either one
agree.
of them dipped their cookie, either one of them dipped their cookie, and one of them has enough money to take them out, or two, he based on his business and what he's able to prescribe and his what he's able to get, that could have caught up to him as well. Like I really think those are the main two things here. Definitely don't think this is random in any which way. I think this is business related, or either one of them dipped their cookie.
I think that's really the stuff about the stuff he might be able to prescribe. That's very interesting, right? Like they might have thought that the husband had access to things. What I thought was very interesting to me was when the brother was being interviewed and he talked about the 911 call that was placed a few months ago. He immediately went to the, oh, she was having some mental health issues. And
Yep.
when I hear a man go, oh, don't listen to her, she's crazy, as a woman, my ears perk up, because men typically say that when they're trying to invalidate a woman because they don't want people to listen to her.
Right.
And to me, my question is, why is he trying to invalidate her?
Well, and how much of her does he really know when it's Spencer's coworker? Now, they had discussed earlier that I believe it was Cam could be a friend, like closer to them than just, working in the same office, which, I mean, that he might know her through there, but right, why do that?
Especially when he wasn't there, number one, and number two, this person is still, a person who's known within this couple's circle. And it just seemed, here's this guy who was just on Twitter talking about how much, God, speculation, which Tiny knows I'm not a fan of certain types of speculation. But it's funny how it's okay for him to speculate and label this woman at this party, because two things can be true at once, right? Like maybe she was drunk, maybe she was struggling with some mental health issues, and maybe something happened that made her feel unsafe. All those things could be working in tandem. And so I don't like how quick he was to dismiss her. Like something didn't happen. And I just want to know what happened.
Right. It just the way he's interjecting himself so much, it sounds a lot of like narrative control. I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean, listen, we all could. It literally could be anyone because we don't know who it is. There's just these red flags to me, and they don't have to be everyone's red flags, but oh yeah, it is. But they just, I don't know. They make my spideys tingle.
I think,
What do you think?
unfortunately, and again, I respect your guys' opinion. I respect your guys' opinion, but I think, unfortunately, and sometimes it's like, if you do, you're damned if you don't. If nobody speaks at all, well, they're all guilty. If somebody speaks, well, that's suspicious. And I think, like, personally, in my opinion, knowing that there is a possible, very dangerous individual at large right now, and let's be honest, these guys literally there. So, this dude is not playing around, whoever did this. I probably my mouth shut, like not talked anything, right? But I mean, yeah, who knows, right? Crazier things have happened. I spoke to a woman who cut her daughter's baby, and tried to keep it. So I mean, anything's on the table now.
To me, I agree with Tiny. It's not even just narrative control. It almost seems like he's trying to keep people from looking into their lives, like looking into their real lives. And to me, it's very, very interesting. And I said this last night, and this could just be me overthinking, but she was shot in the chest, the heart. To me, I'm probably totally overthinking this. I wonder if there's significance to that, because
So the
I mean,
significance to that, in my opinion, and like I deep dive like organized crime type stuff. when a hired hitman is coming to do his job, he's going to unalive to get rid of you. And like, that was clean. That was, I'm going to shoot because I know where you're going to unalive, and I'm going to walk out like nothing happened.
Right. That's why when everyone's saying, I think the husband was a target, I'm like,
No. There's a reason why, and that's why I'm a little bit iffy, like, because I literally said that. Like, you got to remember too, guys, 2 people, 3 shots. Like, people, 3 shots, 9mm, more than likely probably had a silencer on it. Dude walked out. For if the person of interest is who we think he is, I mean, he literally did it to a sense where there's not even a trace of a vehicle right now. It's just too perfect to take someone out. Like, take someone out that could have very much potentially been known to be involved in something he probably shouldn't have been.
It's too efficient for it to be random. In my opinion, it could be, obviously, but to go into somebody's house, again, tiny Idaho, 2 to 5 a.m., they're asleep. Was that the plan, right? And I keep asking, why wasn't that security system on? What happened there?
Well,
like what? What? Go ahead.
And if it wasn't, I mean, or would it have been able to be, now I don't know if law enforcement has spoke on that, but would it have been able to be disarmed before it alerted anyone? And if it was, who would have the code to that?
That's why I say whoever unalived him was properly informed, and it definitely 1000% came from someone that he knows.
Right. So
there's no other, like, yeah. There's no.
So then you have a brother-in-law, right? And this brings me back to, other reasons why I think it's the brother-in-law. You have a brother-in-law who stays with them every month, and would know that type of intel. Now, would friends know that intel? Sure, maybe. Would coworkers know that intel? Doubt it.
Yeah, like, it's. I mean, I don't think it's completely I mean, we definitely got to look at the fact that the brother-in-law could have definitely hired somebody to do this. 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
because I also don't think that the amount of views that were on that video, I don't feel like it's casing the layout. A professional person who would do something like this would be able to case a layout no problem, undetected. You know what I mean? I feel like the amount of views were emotional views, whether it be jealousy, vendetta, emotionally preparing that, like, this is going to happen, or whatever. And you look, and he's the one who said, hey guys, I have this video, if you guys want to know who Spencer is, like, come watch this video. And then talks about, oh, it's been so crazy to see the number of views go from 6 to 6,000. I mean, did he know that those views could be tracked, or did he know that those views could be counted? So he made it a point to say, oh, it only went from 6 to 6,000. Well, we know that it wasn't just 6 views because analytics told us that.
But when did that, and see, I heard a lot of the analytics about the wedding video. I heard that came from a YouTuber that I don't know is particularly reliable. But do we know for a fact, like, do we have any data?
Yeah, so she walked him through how to look at the analytics. So she spoke about it. She was walking him through how to look at stuff like that on the back end.
Wait a minute. So he spoke to Lana?
Oh yeah.
The brother-in-law spoke to Lana?
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying. He's speaking too much for someone who can't talk about anything.
Okay, Mama. That's weird. Right there.
So what, like, in all due respect, I mean, obviously maybe money, insurance, sir, with all that, like, so I want to ask, what do you guys think his motive would be? And then to follow up with, does this man have a family and kids of his own?
I personally think that motive could potentially be jealousy or maybe resentment. Maybe he's, getting not getting such great treatment from, from the family as opposed to Spencer, or um, you know, anything. Maybe he asked for a loan from Spencer so he could, kind of provide for, I don't know if he has children, but maybe he asked for a loan that could provide for his family, or, and he was denied. I don't know. Motive could be really anything, right? But when it's personal, it's, it would all be, you would imagine, personal motive. But the question of motive could go for anyone who did this unsenseless crime, this senseless crime, sorry.
Well, I
What would
mean,
anybody
not
else's
necessarily,
motive be?
because like motive could be he had a debt that he didn't pay. Motive can be that, heck, maybe he, like I said, the motive could be maybe he got caught, or he was about to get, like, he was sleeping with someone's wife, or
Right, but
vice versa.
right, but you're thinking about different motives that could potentially be without having a particular person in mind, right? So we're kind of working backwards with the brother-in-law. We have, we're thinking of him in mind, and we're coming up with possible motives. There could be, I mean, who would do such a thing, right? There could be thousands of motives that we can discuss, but who do those motives pertain to? How would any of those motives make something like this happening make sense, right?
My only question is, I'm just kidding. I just had to say it because Chef was giving me crap earlier. I need somebody to drop me down. I got in off of work and I need to go be a mother and cook some dinner and things like that. But I appreciate all of you for talking to me today and letting me up on the panel. And I hope you guys have a great evening. I'll be listening in the comments.
Thanks for coming in, Jen.
Bye. Nice chatting with you.
Yeah, bye,
Chef.
guys.
Chefy Poo. Do you have not good service?
Game away from me.
Character, did you get a chance to speak?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and I mean, I could definitely respect that, though, looking at the brother-in-law, but I don't know. I don't think I'm there yet, to be honest. I just feel like this is, I don't know, keep going to like prescription.
Listen, I respect that.
Yeah.
The same reason why I question, like, why do I keep going to the brother-in-law? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, I
like,
got
I
you.
respect everybody's
Yeah,
viewpoint
no,
for
I get you.
sure.
Like I said,
Yeah.
I'm not there yet, but I mean, hey, like I said, crazier things have happened, and yeah, for sure. I mean, I think he's just an idiot outright, just even for talking. Like I wouldn't go
Right.
on no News Nation, no nothing, unless, again, now you're gonna make me go down that rabbit hole.
I'm
Maybe
sorry.
you know exactly what happened, and that's why you feel the need. You're able to talk,
Right.
know.
Right.
But
No, and you know what? Here's the thing, right? Something like this happens, and of course, there's some family members, in some cases that are going to speak. Unfortunately, when something like this happens and family members speak, people listen, and sometimes we listen too closely,
right.
right? So you kind of have to take that on the chin, knowing that, like, hey, it might look, it looks completely normal for some people. For me, it doesn't feel all the way, copacetic. But, fortunately, sometimes when people are involved in things like this, they speak too much. So
Yep.
it can go either way. He's either, damned if he does, damned if he doesn't.
Oh, trust me, we know all that. Just ask about Courtney Bartholomew.
I silently watched all of it.
we
Is there a way
we
to
know
find
all
out?
about that.
Yeah.
Is there a way
Chef,
to
are
find out who his
you?
beneficiary is?
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's literally Delinda. That's what I was, or whoever asked that. I was literally just, that's where my mind was going now. Like, is there, like I said, that could be motive for me, sure, for sure. Like, he's a dentist. Maybe he's got a huge policy. Like
And
now
also
that he's
maybe
taking
with
the
them,
children.
if the brother-in-law and sister get the kids, they would be benefiting from that possibly.
Is he
Yeah.
married? Do you know, Delinda?
He is married because he's married to Spencer's sister.
Oh, duh.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
gosh.
the.
My brother
In my
But
only
you know
thing,
what? Even if there wasn't even if he wasn't a beneficiary, right? There's a GoFundMe, and so the GoFundMe is being dispersed. His words being dispersed to, the care of the kids. So either way, he's getting
kind of
money,
weird that he's pushing the GoFundMe too.
right?
Well, and the kids will get Social Security death
Right.
benefits until they're 18. And if the kids are the beneficiaries, then they would be in control of that as well if they got custody.
Sorry, maybe I missed that part if you guys said it already. What made them so special to take these kids and the dog and everything? Like
Who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe
That's a
they
good question.
volunteered. I mean, what made him so special as the brother-in-law of all the family members to go and like who deemed him the family spokesman?
yeah, like maybe
Right.
is it? And again, I'm just saying, is it because he kind of had a relationship with them? Because isn't he the same dude that was going there once a month?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I mean,
Yeah, listen,
So it
maybe
looks,
he had the you know the emotional control to be able to speak about it, over the other family members. It doesn't have to be all nefarious, right? But like I just I don't know. Like I said, some of his verbiage, and I don't know. I'm sorry. Was it you, Angie, who was looking up the Reddit? Some
no,
of
it
the
wasn't
Reddit posts.
me. I
Oh,
don't have it Reddit.
I'm
No.
sorry. Whoever
That's
was
okay.
looking up some of the Reddit posts, things are just kind of. It's just odd the way he explains things.
yeah, like I feel like what you're trying to say is, and I agree to this too. Like, I think he's trying a little too hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the
no, I can see
GoFundMe
that.
is awful fast. In my personal opinion, would be kind of awful fast. I don't know. Just a number of different things to me would be a little fast, but I did go look up Monique's. I found a name. I don't know if it's her married name or not, but I found some of her relatives, and it looks like she possibly only has one sibling, maybe two. And I'm not sure what her last name is. Well, I better not say it because I just got.
I know. Whoever flagged her, you're lame. Like, come on.
Thank you, Tony.
We're discussing a case, and of course, names are going to be put out there.
Um,
Sheffy,
Yes, hi.
do you want to go live?
Not really.
Um,
I don't.
I
I
I
don't
have
mean,
have
we're kind of
studio.
at a dead end. I mean, really,
I
but
don't have studio. Sorry.
well, so my studio is like it's trying to force quit right now because it's running so much.
oh,
So, it's been on for 6 hours. It's like, okay, bitch, get off. I can go back on my phone if you don't want to, but I don't
Try
know.
to go on your phone right now. Hit go live on your phone.
All right, but if it ends, then
It's just gonna restart. Yeah.
okay.
You guys, if it ends, just come back. I know. I don't know if you spoke or not, but we'll be right back.
Fine, that's fine.
It says
And
end on another device. It's gonna end. Ongoing
yeah,
live
just try
using
though.
Wi-Fi.
Just try.